All right, guys, you know where we're at, Bucks of the Branch. We're here just checking on things. We're gonna put a new cell cam, so come along for the ride. It's gonna be great. We just got a bunch of rain, so these things should be popping. All right, first spot again, closest to camp. We are seeing some pop action here, guys. It's almost all turning green, and whoo, this just gives me excited. It gives me the goosebumps. So, whoo, it's coming in good. A little overcrowded here, it looks like, but we are going to have some nice forage here for the deer come probably another week or so after the rest of this pops. So hang in there for the ride. I don't know. This is not a radish. I do believe this is kale. It's got a harder stem. I believe this is the kale. This might be the forage kale that we put here out by the ladder stand. So yeah, it's doing good. Onward and upward on to the next one. All right, the second spot, it's coming in real nice too. Leaves look similar than the ones down there. So again, I am unable to identify which seed this is at this precise moment in time, but hopefully as it matures, we'll be able to. But it's coming in real good. I mean, we're gonna have forage for months for these deers, months and months. So yeah, it's looking good. I am really excited as we get closer to bow season, which is, I don't know, probably September 15th, somewhere in there, or 17th. But yeah, it's looking good. We're gonna have food, we're gonna have cover, and it doesn't get much better than this, looking at what you sow. Right, another big section of the field. This one doesn't seem to be coming in as great as the other ones, but there's still time. But what's coming in is looking good. This one definitely is different than the other two. So I'm gonna venture out and hopefully be correct on this, but this looks like more of the lettuce type. This actually might be the Winfred brassica. So this will be a super leafy. We had some of this last year, and they mowed it down. It was super sweet, like lettuce. So again, hoping that it does well. I guess it is coming in good brown. So we'll keep an eye on it and keep posting videos of the updates. So let's head on over to the next spot. We're here in the last section of the field, and now seeing this, I think I'm 97% sure how we planted these 4 sections. So this is the Winfred brassica. Come on over, take a peek. Yeah. So it's a little bit smoother of a leaf. It is still pretty thick, but the leaves get really massive. It almost looks like a giant salad, almost like a cabbage head, but without the cabbage in it. But the leaves get super big. Like that. So I think I figured it out. So this is the Winfred. That section over there, the big one where we just were, was the brassica blend. So that'll be a bunch of bulbs, turnips, radish, so forth. The other section that where he's pointing right now, that's going to be giant rapeseed. So again, another forage type lettuce that's supposed to be 2 or 3 feet tall. And then that one is the forage kale. Which again is supposed to be a couple feet tall, that we had out here last year. So we're kind of rotating, but after seeing this leaf, I know for sure this is the Winfred. This one's going to be pretty sweet. So now I'm pretty confident in exactly which ones we got planted where. So, but we got a few more to show you. Hang our camera, and we will keep up the progress. This is 3 weeks after planting. We planted July 29th or 30th, one of those days. It was either Friday or Saturday. So 3 weeks of growth. We're doing pretty good. And I guess that explains why that over there is a little more spotty. Takes a little bit longer for them to pop up. So we should be golden. Head on over to the next one. All right, this is the spot we call Gramps. I don't know, it's not really doing too hot, it don't seem. But I do see some of the brassica coming up. This is kohlrabi and Primetime brassica blend. So I'm not sure what went wrong here. We We limed and fertilized to what our soil samples said. I don't know, maybe it's just the amount of shade it gets up here, or it was super dry. But there is some coming up. It's like a lot of clover is coming back. This was a clover spot for the past 3-4 years. We tilled it under this year. Does look like quite a bit of clover is coming back, but I do see definite brassicas popping as well, or the kohlrabi. I don't know, maybe we just planted it wrong, I don't know. But we'll keep you up to date on this one. All right, this is just up in the front corner of the field, stuff that we planted first. It's looking pretty good. This was all radishes and the few pumpkin seeds that we put up here. But probably could have spread this a little bit thinner. It do look a little crowded, but I mean, we're looking at mid shin high on this stuff already, so it's looking good. This will be a nice spot to sit with the bows, maybe late season if they don't mow it down to the ground, which they usually do. But yeah, either way, good food, good place to sit, coming in real nice. I don't know if I can find any of the pumpkin plants. Probably ain't worth it. Radishes came up too fast, probably smothered them. But yeah, good cover, good food, good hunting come next month. We'll see you at the next spot. All right, this is another section of the big field, but on the opposite side of the trail, with the bow stand or late season stand in it. It's slow, but this also was another brassica blend, prime time. A lot of turnips, radishes in here. Not radishes, but bulbular brassicas. So it's a little spotty again, but I think with all the rain we just got, and I think the sun's supposed to come out here later on today. With the humid weather, I think this should still pop, because I mean there's still a lot that's just germinating, so this will be good. Down here in the other section, the new section where we killed this year, we planted the radishes. They are doing wonderful. Looks like we had a nice big deer run through here earlier. But yeah, it's looking okay. We'll give it check it out again another week hopefully and see how it's doing, but the radishes are doing great, so we'll keep the videos coming. We're going to swap our chip out now with the camera and go from there. All right, this is our half back spot, so halfway back to where we normally sit for shotgun season. This half was clover the last few years as well, and again mostly clover, just coming back after we tilled it in and replanted it. We planted it with kohlrabi and another blend with a lot of bulbs, turnips, radish, that kind of stuff. So I don't know, maybe if they don't mix well with clover, maybe that's the problem, I don't know. But there's a few coming up, so I'm sure it will fill in eventually. But kind of interesting. Backside here was freshly killed this year and planted with the same kohlrabi and the same bulbs. So I mean, it's a big difference. This was actually the line where the clover ended, and it was all just weeds and what we killed and tilled and planted. So it'll be interesting to see if this side eventually comes up or if it's a failure. Either way, still plenty of food out here. All right, we'll see you at the last spot. All right, final spot, the ladder spot. This is where we do, well, I guess where I do most of my hunting. Furthest spot that we actually can get with our equipment without being in the woods. This was the giant rapeseed. Spotty, but sprouting. 3 weeks. Doesn't look terrible. Doesn't like the radishes, but that seed just might take a little while to get going. Never grew it before, so all the stuff I did plant though, I made sure that they were a 30 to 45 day maturity plant, so it is within that time frame. So hopefully after all this rain, we think we got about at least 3 inches this past week, so hopefully we can get the sun out and it will work wonders in getting this filled in. So that's the update on week 3. We'll see See you next time.